So today we are going to discuss about the complement system, the complementary proteins and the classical pathway through which the antibody antigen complex go and prevent our body from the infections. So these antibodies first they combine with the antigens coming from its pathway, and some of the reactions that are the direct reactions of the antibody on the antigen, including the agglutination, the precipitation and the neutralization of the antibody by the opsonization, by the phagocytosis and easily by the lysis of the cell. So these were the some of the general direct mechanism, but we should focus on the complement system. That is the main pathway. When the infection is not going out of the body, the antibody cause the activation of a pathway called as the complementary system, in which there is a cascade of 20 proteins that are very important. Now here you can see these are the cascade of 20 proteins that are going to start a chemical reaction, and starting from the first protein is going to activate the second one, and then this is the activated protein cause the activation of the another cascade pathway. So this is a pathway that run if the antigen antibody reaction is going to activate this pathway. Now what happens first is the antigen antibody complex come. This antibody we have discussed in separate video of antibody. The structure of antibody is a Y shape, and this is the antigen binding site of the antibodies. So when the antigen bind with this immunoglobulin, that can be immunoglobulin A, immunoglobulin G or any other immunoglobulin. So what happens, there is a activation of a pathway starting from the C1. The complementary protein 1 will going to be activated. This line showing the activation. So the C1 become activated, and this activated C1 will going to activate another cascade of the reaction, that is a C4 plus C2. When the fourth and the second protein of the complementary system react with the activated complementary 1 protein, it will become again activated into a C42 activated protein and a C4A. Then the C42 is the activated protein is going to activate another two reactions. Afterward, activating the C3 towards the activated C3 and activating the C5 towards the activated C5. Here you can see what happens when the C3b become activated, and it also released C3a, but it was not activated. The activated part of the C3 complex, that is C3b, is going to act on the C5 and causing it activation. This C5b is again going to act on the C6 plus C7 and going to activate it and convert it into the C5b67. That is the activated C5b67 complementary cascade protein. Now this complex is going to activate another reaction, that is the last reaction, that is the activation of C8 plus C9 to form the C5b6789 complex, that is the activated complex. Because of this showing the line, and this is the bar that is showing the activation. This bar is very important, and if this bar is present in any of the complementary protein, this is called as the activated complementary protein. So after that, when this whole complex become activated, including the C5b6789, then it will ultimately cause the lysis of the cell. That is the our major ideal role of the complementary system, or you can say the major work that should be performed by this system is the lysis of the cell. So at last, by activating all the complex of its way, then what happens is the lysis of the pathogenic cell or lysis of the antigen. Then there is removal of the infection. So here come some of the roles that are provided by some of the important cascade protein of the reaction. Here you can see the C4A, the C3A and the C5A are important in the activation of the mast cells. The mast cells, here you can see I have taken an example. If this is the mast cell, these mast cells are present in our body on the basophil, or it has the histamine. In the mast cells, what is present in the granules of the histamine? When this complementary pathway, this is the C4A, the C3A and the C5A. When these complementary cascade act on the histamine, there's a release of act on the mast cell. There's a release of histamine outward, and this histamine will cause increase in the allergy because it is an allergic condition. Histamine is an allergic condition neurotransmitter and will going to increase this. So this is called as the activation of mast cell that is provided by these three. Now coming to the C5A, the function of C5A, that is the chemotaxis, while that of the function of C5B is the opsonization, and ultimately at last this whole complex C5B 6, 7, 8, 9 will cause the lysis of the cell that is forming the lytic complex. So now we are going to discuss about what is chemotaxis and what is opsonization and how the lysis of cell occurs. So taking an example here, you can see if this is a bacteria, what happens, the immunoglobulin come inside, and by the action of C3B, what happens, opsonization, this bacteria becomes surrounded by the certain types of immunoglobulin and it becomes vulnerable to damage or vulnerable to phagocytosis. Ultimately, it will become damaged and it will be broken into many pieces. This is called as the opsonization. This process called as the opsonization that is activated by the C3B because it causing the bacteria ready for phagocytosis. So this is, you can say, this is the opsonization in which the vulnerability of phagocytosis increases and ultimately there will be a damage at the end. Now what is the chemotaxis? We have discussed in a separate video for inflammation that when the bacteria or the substance is present in the body, inflamed tissue is present in the body, the neutrophils of our body and the macrophages of our body come towards that side of body by release of certain substances from that side. This path is called as the chemotaxis and that is provided by the C5A. C5A is very important cascade protein providing the important function of chemotaxis towards the inflamed tissue. The last thing that is remain is the lysis of the cell. How the lysis take place, here you can see this is an example of a cell having the nucleus, the mitochondria, the endoplasmic reticulum and certain granules. What happens in the lysis is the rupture of that cell and release of the substances or the plasma outside the cell. The cell become ruptured and ultimately it will cause the damage, and after that it will not become that much. It become diffuse and become shorter after the release. So this is the lysis that is provided by a lytic complex of C5B 6, 7, 8, 9. So these are the general conditions. What happens is the activation of activation of mast cell, then the opsonization, then the chemotaxis, then the lysis, then ultimately after these effects, what is the active goal of the complement system is to carry out the phagocytosis, is to break down the bacteria and ultimately causes the lysis of the cell. In this way, there is a prevention of infection against any antigen and all the antigens are damaged that are coming its way by the activation of this large complementary system of including 20 proteins, but mostly they are the 11 proteins that are the active protein, and ultimately at last is the lysis of the cell. So this was just an explanation about the complementary system. I hope you have explained well. Thank you for watching. Subscribe for more.